Hey guys, it's Neil, and if you're actually watching this, I appreciate you watching it. Trying out a new pair of headphones. They're a Bluetooth connection. Trying out the microphone. Maybe they're a little bit better than my gummy ones. So if they are, at least before you leave this video, please tell me if they are sound a little bit better. Um, I think they do, but it's y'all actually watch me, so it doesn't really matter. So let's get to the point of this video. It's more or less an eye opener. It's something it's it sucks. It's more of an eye opener for me, and hopefully some of y'all might realize it, or some of my friends like go, oh, dang, he's really into this, and he ain't got the money to do it, so he trying. It keeps me out of jail, because if Nerf wasn't in my hobby, I probably would be in jail. I probably want to be one of those bad, strictest parents kind of kids if it really didn't come down to me. But oh well. Get back to what I was saying. Um, all right, I have a desire. I've ever since I picked up the Dart Zone Pro, I just wanted to set mine out on top. Um, I just have an urge to do it, and um, I have a desire to do it. I think it's worth doing because it's a blaster not to be messed with. If you can, no blaster finally tuned, you know, essentially the blaster and its user that can dial it in and know how to use it is deadly. Hey, if someone knows how to use a Maverick compared to someone that doesn't know how to use a Rapid Strike, the Maverick honestly might win. It's called familiarity. How familiar you are with the blaster. So, covering my hands. Um, Something I kind of want to realize, is you need money to do shit. Which was fun for, um, real life. But I never anticipated it was for Nerf. Or at least as much as for Nerf. Oh, and trust me, boy, it is. Um, I have a motto of if you're gonna do something, do it right the first time and not the 8th or 9th, 10th time around. Well, sometimes it takes thousands of tries to do it the right way the first time instead of 8,000 tries, because those 8,000 tries, you learn what not to do, so whenever you do it, you know what to not to do because you already know the outcome of it. They don't tell you that. So, screw in there. No, it is not. Um, so what really made me realize that? Well, Dart Zone Pro and every other blaster I tried making that was like super top tier and blah 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 blah. Top tier stuff, unlike Drac, where it takes them, probably like a month or two, get the parts updated, very well known. I'm not talking crap on the man. He's just, he's well known in the community, and he's probably done way more than most people, but shit happens. Um, Dark Zone Pro kind of really opened up my eyes in every other blaster. Let's say like the top tier strike. How many times have I said I was going to build a top tier strike, and I'm still haven't done building it? I want caster parts in there. I want LEDs. I want 20 amp armor switch. I want a DRS cage with XP 180s and blah 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 blah. Easier said than done, because then I have to go out and I have to source every little tiny part in order to fulfill that dream. And sometimes you have to compromise and you don't get exactly what you want. It sucks. But honestly, you might begin something better than what your original dream was. Because sometimes the original idea is never the best. So, yeah, that sounds super simple. I thought it would take longer to explain that. So let me just explain what I'm going to do. So, a little background knowledge is I do want to go to college. I want to go to college strictly for engineering, mechanical and electrical engineering. mainly for this hobby because I do see me taking a career in this. Maybe sometime I would love to work with Dart Zone, especially with the team of the people that made the Dart Zone Pro. On their team, I would love to work with them. Screw Hasbro because they're not doing the greatest. Um, so what do I strictly want to do to mine that would put mine strictly on top of best? Well, overall, paint jobs are more or less just personal preference. Yes, you can have one paint job better than the others, but in all honesty, I might see a paint job better than mine, and I'm going, you know what? This was best. This was my greatest work. I am still proud of it. Yes, I'm jealous that he has a greater paint job, but you know what? This is better. This is as good as I'm gonna get for the moment. Was a learning curve. Clearly, it's not done. Clearly, you see sharpening marks of what needs to get done and what needs to get shaved down. Blah 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 blah. What needs to get sanded, still smoothed out with 400 grit sandpaper, and so on and so forth. My final dream for this is to have machine parts in here. And I know that sounds really, really stupid and probably not the greatest thing. I don't care. It's the fact that I have a Dart Zone Pro that has machine grade parts. I want, actually, let me go get it. Darn, I was really hoping that would pause. So, well, let me explain. I want to adapt this. Yes, this is this barrel is there's nothing wrong with it. It's suited for bamboo darts, but that's the problem. It's suited for bamboo darts and practically nothing else. I can fire elites out of this fine, but its accuracy's not there. So bamboo darts, clearly, and that's fine. I don't mind using bamboo darts. It works. It's efficient. I support the idea of the whole line. Just update the compatibility in future blasters. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm gonna tweak mine to hell and back. So something I want to do is redesign this whole piece, inner diameter wise. So I think with the stock O-ring, this is not a stock O-ring. This is a number 6 Danco O-ring. It's not a perfect seal, but it does give you an upgraded, almost a semi-upgraded. There's some leaks in this. If you want a perfect seal, you can use the number 7, but the problem with the number 7 is that you practically need a shit ton of force to get this bolt system to basically just pull that out, because I just flung it across the room. You need a crap ton of force to pull it prime that back, and essentially once you get it back, all that force, that potential force that builds up, and you're basically just going to slam that bolt slit every time. I wasn't comfortable doing that just yet, so I went down to a 6. Number 5 is way too thin. It's more or less just I don't know what it would be used for, but it would be used for something. I did find that you can fit the number 7 O-ring perfectly around this metal barrel. Put it in there. It's a perfect friction fit. I think it worked for me pretty well. I didn't actually post about that. I need to do that later today or tomorrow, sometime down the road. But yeah, what I want for this piece right here is I originally did think of just sleeving this whole inside with a piece of brass, enough for the stock O-ring to fit, make a perfect seal. So I just have brass throughout this whole thing, and the pusher would come through, and then the dart would sit in here. No problem. I wouldn't need this little stub right here, maybe for structural support, but I don't see that becoming a thing. I would actually keep this little orange piece just as a spacer, not a spacer, more or less a support for the barrel. just so whenever I do take it off. But I would still have the function of taking this blaster apart. Then I went back through and I'm going to I was rethinking it. Why not just put threads on the side, right? So then whenever this blaster's apart, blasters together, and just thread out the barrel, take the barrel out, put it in its case, and the actual carrying case I'm eventually gonna get for this sooner or later. And then basically I can just pop out these two pins, and just effortlessly slide these out. Boom, shebang, shabala yop. Yeah, that's honestly going to be the major thing right here is putting threads on this from Monkey Moth barrel. I think I'm going to go with the 35 centimeter one first. Something I'm going to do to that one as well is I want to see if I can get someone to anodize it in a green, if not an orange, at least an orange, green or orange coating. I'm going to optimize the barrel. So basically one end of this is going to thread into here, and the push is going to push the dart in here, and that's your barrel. The other end, if it's not super accurate, I'm thinking about, or just to get FPS down, I'm going to put a scar barrel on it. I'm not sure which one, or blah, 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 blah. Worst case, I can always give it to my uncle, and he can take it up to his work and just have it cut for me, and I can always crown the opposite end of it to make it a more appropriate length. So metal part. So that's eventually what I'm going to try and do to this is just make it a little bit more friendly. Maybe some FPS gains out of this. That's what I'm trying to actually get out of this. Is I want this modular. So with the threaded barrel, I can make different threaded barrels for this, shorter, longer, so on and so forth. I don't know why you would want longer than 40 centimeters, but I'm going to get that barrel too. So I want like threaded barrels in here so I can have different spring upset, and then I'm going to make spring spacers, like machine spring spacer, so I can from the super long but narrow diameter spring that comes originally in here to a stock, almost like a stock retaliator spring, just a stock retaliator. So then I can throw terse in here and I can get a various of amounts of FPS in this. Great for lower FPS games. So if I want to happily take this to HVZ and this is allowed at HVZ, perfect. Throw in the spring spacer, throw in the new spring spacer, clamp that in, bang. And then swap out the barrel, bling, got an HVZ blaster. Take out the threaded, then I need to, for 250 FPS, okay, take out the spring spacer, throw in that heavier gauge spring in there, throw in the longer barrel, and bang, I got a pump action, essentially a rifle. Perfect. Competitive rifle. Like I said, this is going to be my attempt at an end-all be-all blaster. Would love to get it up where I want it. I'm thinking like carbon fiber plunger rod, like out of a block of carbon fiber, have it machined down to the exact, just like a copy and paste exact copy of the Dartzone Pro one, just in carbon fiber. Maybe for the O-ring, just have it a little bit bigger so I get more of a seal. So that metal bolt sled, I want a metal pusher where it pushes the dart into the breech, the pusher breech piece. Like I said, I want metal in this, and then I want to go back and through, and I want to put like silver or anodized green into this, and I want to make it. I want to paint it green, maybe with some black, maybe not black, but maybe some white. And there's what it looks like, like a combination of different types of Draken scales and stuff like that. Maybe I'm going to add some gray in here so it looks like maybe some, hoorah, going to beef this up, but also make it still look like a toy. Because, say Texas looks at this and almost thinks it's an AR-15. Not great for me, because I don't want to get shot. Because then what's the point in building this? So, yeah, just wanting to do all that. It's going to take me years to do because, one, I have no experience in machining. welding, any sorts of, well, you can't say a little bit of engineering, just a little bit of mechanical engineering. I don't have a degree in it. I mess with my friends. That's about all I know for engineering wise. I apologize. Just tinkering is, mechanical. I know a little bit of electrical. Strife wise, that's about it. Maybe and LEDs. This is gonna take me years to do. Like out of college, so I want to go to school for machining. I want to go to school for mechanical engineering, electrical engineering. Welding would be absolutely great. What else? There's multiple things that I wanted to go to school. I think those are my four trades. I think on the side, when I'm probably done with all those four, when I want to retire from all doing that, I want to get a job as a band director. Experienced band director, because band was almost like my secondary church. Escaped this ruthless world, especially the abusive one that I was living in. Just band was there for me, and so was Nerf, and I've always wanted to find a way to just learn as much as I can about those two topics and give back, because not only that they're there for me, so hopefully I can be there for someone else that was maybe in a worse situation, was in my situation, if not worse, and they do the same exact hobby just for almost the escape from reality, just so they can actually feel human. So this video is a little personal. It's a little open eye reminder. I hope you don't mind it. So this is Neo. Some of you might know me by my actual name. You post my name, I kill you all. Not actually kill you all, but I actually might hit you when I see you back at school, you little crappers. So this is Neo with his toy guns, toy blasters. Come on now, tactical terms. This is Neo signing off, getting some sleep. Probably not. Alright, I'll see y'all later. Still haven't practiced my solo.